10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. And liftoff.
Vehicles pitching downrange.
Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
Falcon9 has successfully lifted off from Space Launch Complex 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, carrying the KPLO payload to a ballistic lunar transfer orbit. So we are beginning to throttle down the engines on the first stage to prepare for a period known as max Q. During this period, the vehicle is going to experience the highest amount of aerodynamic stresses
Vehicle
on the
supersonic.
vehicle.
Max Q.
And there was max Q. So the engines are coming back up to full power. We have 3 events coming up in quick succession in about a minute. First up is MECO, that stands for main engine cutoff, followed by stage separation, and then SES1, which stands for second engine start 1. Main engine cutoff is where the first and second stages, main engine cutoff is where the 9 engines on the first stage will shut off in preparation for stage separation. That is where the first and second stages will separate from one another. The first stage will make its way back to our drone ship to attempt its 6th landing, and the second stage will continue with SES1, which is where the Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage will start up and continue to propel our KPLO satellite to its desired orbit. Those events are coming up in about 10 seconds. For now, we are enjoying some excellent views of Falcon 9 during its ascent phase.
Main engine cutoff.
Stage separation confirmed.
MVAC ignition.
We saw the confirmation of stage separation and the ignition of the Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage. Coming up in a few seconds, we're going to be looking for fairing deploy. Those fairing halves will separate from the top of the second stage and make their way back to Earth.
Fairing separation confirmed.
And off they come. So those 2 fairing halves are now falling back to Earth. Those are the 4th flight for both of these fairing halves, and we are going to be attempting to retrieve them with the help of our recovery vessel, Bob. Back of our first stage as it attempts its 6th landing on our drone ship.
Landing burn.
You can start to see the drone ship.
Stage 1 landing leg deploy.
KPLO deploy confirmed.
And there you have it. Confirmation of successful separation of KPLO from Falcon 9 second stage.
2, 1, ignition, and lift up of Starlink. Go Falcon, go Starlink.
Nominal first stage chamber pressures.
Falcon 9 is pitching downrange.
Falcon 9 has successfully lifted off from pad 39A.
Nominal avionics, power and telemetry.
And we are throttling down those engines in preparation for max Q, that is maximum dynamic pressure.
Falcon is now supersonic.
A great call out that Falcon is now supersonic. That means that it is traveling faster than the speed of sound.
Max Q.
And we've also passed through max Q. We're just about a minute away from a few events happening back to back. That is
Start of MVAC chill.
MECO, or main engine cutoff, stage separation, and SES1, or second stage engine start 1.
Falcon trajectory nominal.
Main engine cutoff is where we shut down all 9 of the M1D engines on the first stage, and that helps slow the vehicle down in preparation for stage separation. Once the first and second stages separate from each other, stage 1 will make its way back to Earth for landing, and stage 2 will continue on its journey. And just a few seconds after SES1, we will have fairing deploy as well. We're just a few seconds away from those few events happening back to back.
Main engine cutoff.
Stage separation confirmed.
MVAC ignition.
And there you just saw MECO, or main engine cutoff, stage separation, SES1 on your right-hand screen with that MVAC engine now glowing bright red. On your left-hand screen is a view of the first stage as it makes its way back down to Earth. And we also did see confirmation of the deploy of the fairing halves. We heard that call out for stage 1 landing burn. There you could see on your left-hand screen. On your right-hand screen is a short fall of gravitas. Let's watch as Falcon 9 attempts to land on our drone ship today.
Stage 1 landing leg deploy. Stage 1 landing confirmed.
And great news, you could see stage 1 has
engine
touched
cutoff.
down.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Lift off of the Falcon 9.
M1D chamber pressure nominal.
As you saw, we had a beautiful lift off of Falcon 9 from Vandenberg
Power
Space
and
Force
telemetry nominal.
Station. Everything is looking good with Falcon 9.
Falcon 9 is supersonic.
As you heard, Falcon 9 is now traveling faster than the speed of sound.
Max Q.
Falcon 9 has just passed through max Q, which is the maximum dynamic pressure that it will feel during flight.
And back chill.
We have begun chilling in our Merlin vacuum engine on our second stage. Everything is looking good. We are under a minute to main engine cutoff, stage separation, and second engine startup. You can see on your left the speed and altitude of Falcon 9 right now. It is accelerating right now. We're going almost 5,000 kilometers an hour. In a few moments here, we will have main engine cutoff, stage separation, followed by Merlin vacuum engine startup, and you'll want to watch for fairing deployment happening just shortly after those three events.
Nico. Stage separation confirmed.
And back ignition.
You saw,
Fairing separation confirmed.
you saw main engine cutoff, stage separation, Merlin vacuum engine startup, and there the Falcon halves popping off to reveal our stack of Starlink satellites. You can see the cool fairing half floating away on the screen on your right, back down towards the Earth. Now today marks the fourth flight for both of those fairing halves that you just saw on screen, and we will be attempting to recover them once again after they fall back down to Earth with the help of our recovery vessel, NRC Quest.
Stage 1 landing burn.
There's the start of our Stage 1 entry burn. Beautiful view of that drone ship coming into view.
Terminal guidance. Stage 1 landing light deploy. Stage 1 landing is confirmed.
That was an amazing view of the first stage landing thanks to our Starlink satellites. And this marks the 57th first stage landing on this particular drone ship, Of Course I Still Love You, and the 56th overall Starlink mission landing and 36th launch of this year, of the year.
4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off the Falcon 9. Go Falcon, go Starlink. Downrange. And 1D chamber pressure is nominal. Power and telemetry nominal. Falcon is supersonic.
You just saw there Falcon 9 transitioning to faster than the speed of sound.
Max Q.
And with that, we are through the point of maximum aerodynamic pressure that the vehicle is going to feel during the ascent phase.
And back chill.
Now we're coming up on 3 events. First of those will be main engine cutoff, followed by stage separation, and then second engine start number 1. Keep an eye out for those happening back to back. We just heard that call out for beginning chill of the Merlin vacuum engine on the second stage.
Nico. Stage separation confirmed.
MVAC ignition.
Fairing separation confirmed.
So 4 events back to back. MECO, stage separation, and then Merlin vacuum engine start, followed by fairing separation. And here's a good shot of the first stage. You can actually see those grid fins actively steering the vehicle.
Stage 1 landing burn.
Startup of a single Merlin engine on the first stage in preparation for landing.
Nico.
Landing leg deploy.
And beautiful
Stage 1
shot
landing confirmed.
of first stage landing. That marks the 130th landing of a Falcon 9 first stage.
Orbit insertion.
Our 57th overall Starlink mission and our 37th launch of the year.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engines full power. Liftoff, Starlink 423. Stage 1 chamber pressure is nominal.
You are watching Falcon 9 as it accelerates our Starlink satellites into orbit. And we got some really cool views of the vehicle flying through the clouds there.
Falcon is supersonic.
And that call out that Falcon is supersonic, that means that the vehicle is traveling faster than the speed of sound.
Max Q.
And we had a call out that we have just passed through max Q. That is the maximum dynamic pressure that the vehicle sees on ascent. Great view of the Falcon 9 engines.
MVAC engine chill has begun.
There will be 3 events coming up here shortly, happening back to back. That will be MECO, or main engine cutoff, stage separation, and SES1, or second stage engine start 1. Now, MECO is where all 9 of those engines that you see lit up on your screen, they will shut down in preparation for stage separation. Once the stages separate from each other, Stage 1 will make its way back down to Earth, while Stage 2 continues, carrying our Starlink satellites to orbit with SES-1, or second stage engine startup 1, and that's where the MVAC engine on the second stage will ignite.
And MECO.
Stage separation.
MVAC ignition.
And we just had MECO, stage separation, SES1 on your right-hand screen. You can see that MVAC engine lighting up there, and we did have confirmation of fairing deploy. Today marks the third flight for both fairing halves and the 30th mission this year utilizing flight-proven fairings. We will attempt to recover the fairing halves again today to use on a future launch.
Stage 1 landing burn.
And the landing burn has begun on the first stage. Again, we are attempting to land on our drone ship a shortfall of gravitas tonight.
Landing light deploy.
And Seco.
Stage 1 landing is confirmed.
And there you can see Falcon 9 has landed. This marks the 138th landing of an orbital class rocket. 110th.
Orbit insertion.
This is the 110th reflight of a Falcon 9 first stage booster. And we also did hear Seco 1 on the second stage.
Loss of signal, J6 and PPF.
And we also did hear a confirmation of good orbit.
3, 2, 1, ignition, and liftoff of Starlink 3-4. Go Falcon 9.
Falcon is mission downrange. Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
Power and telemetry nominal.
Falcon is now supersonic.
As you just heard, Falcon 9 is traveling faster than the speed of sound.
Max Q.
And there's the call out that Falcon 9 has reached max Q, the maximum dynamic pressure that the vehicle will feel during flight.
MVAC engine chill has started.
We're under a minute until main engine cutoff, stage separation, and second engine start. We just heard the call out that MVAC chill has begun. The vehicle is flowing a little bit of that super chilled liquid oxygen into the turbopumps on the second stage engine in preparation for its ignition.
Main engine cut off.
Stage separation confirmed.
MVAC ignition.
Fairing separation confirmed.
And there you can see that those fairings have deployed, and the grid fins have also just deployed there on the first stage on the left-hand side of your screen. Today marks the third flight for both of those fairing halves, and we will be attempting to recover them once they fall back to Earth with the help of our recovery vessel, NRC Quest.
Stage 1 FTS has saved.
Stage 1 at your burn startup.
As you can see there, stage 1 has ignited 3 engines to slow it down for atmospheric reentry. This burn should last about 20 seconds. We have reignited 2 of the radial engines, and the center engine, as you just saw there, that has concluded.
Stage 1 landing burn.
There you can see stage 1 has lit 1 engine, the center engine, to prepare for landing on our drone ship, where you can start to see in the background here.
Stage 1 landing light deploy. Stage 1 landing is confirmed.
All right, and as you can see there, Falcon 9 has landed. This marks SpaceX's 58th first stage landing on our drone ship, Of Course I Still Love You, and our 39th launch of this year.